Well, that's it. That's all I got. This is the last lesson. So in this lesson, we're gonna be talking about mixing. I'm opening that can of worms for you. So we're gonna be talking about EQ and compression, just doing basic stuff. Remember, if you've been watching all of these videos, this is a mini series called Pro Tools in 15 minutes. 6 lessons. Go and check them out, and I hope you learned something and it helps you. Thanks. Okay guys, so today we're gonna do some mixing, and to do so I like to swap into my mix window. Remember, the shortcut for that is Command equal, and that's the swappable shortcut between edit and mix window. So in our mix window, we're gonna go and look at our instruments, and we have our guitar, our bass, and our drums. We're gonna see that there are inserts at the top. Those inserts have 5 empty slots, and each slot is a place for you to put a plugin. A plugin is basically a tool that is going to allow you to process the audio signal that you're working with. If we click in the empty slot, we're going to prompt with a menu, and then we're going to get a plugin menu with different types of plugins, the plugins we have access to. In this case, we're going to use an EQ37 band that is located here. Then once we get there, we're gonna hold Option and click this plugin and drag it into our other instruments. Then we're gonna be ready to EQ. So what is EQ? EQ is basically a volume knob for all of your frequencies. A human hearing range is 20 Hz to 20,000 Hz. So if you see in this EQ graphic, you have 20 Hz and you have 20,000 Hz. So you can turn the volume up and down of all of those frequencies. I'm not going to teach you how to EQ and how to do things, because I think that's something you personally develop with the experience in years. Everybody has different perspectives in how things sound. So but one of the important things that you should be aware of is that every instrument should have a high pass filter. And a high pass filter, basically it cuts off all the low frequencies that the instrument or source is not able to play or reproduce. We don't want a violin to be playing really low frequencies that it cannot even produce, because that's just noise, and that's room noise and resonating frequencies that is just making it muddy and nasty. So in this case, if we go to our guitar, we are gonna insert a high pass filter. It's here labeled as HPF. We're gonna click the in button, and we're gonna roll off all our frequency knob to 80 Hz, because that's the lowest frequency a guitar can play. Now for our bass, we'll do the same thing. We'll click our in button, but in this case now we're gonna roll our frequency knob to 30 Hz. And for drums, this is a personal thing for me. It doesn't have to go as high as I'm gonna go, but I like it that high because I like the low end to be driven by the bass. So we're gonna go all the way to 45. I'm gonna EQ this song really fast, and then I'm gonna let you EQ it the way you want to. You can move the EQ graph however you want, however you like. Play with the sounds. That's the best way to learn. So I'm gonna do this really fast.